and welcome back to my channel and to the 2023 Very Best Award. I'm so excited for this video. Today we are covering the very best makeup that I tried in the year of 2023. I cannot believe how fast this year went by. I think this might be the fastest year of my life, and they always say that as you get older the years go by faster, and I'm just starting to feel that, and it's absolutely crazy. And that's a story for another day. If you are new here and you're wondering what the Very Best Awards are, every year in December I pick the very best skincare, makeup, hair care, and body care that I tried over the entire year. Not necessarily things that came out in 2023, but just things that I tried. There are a lot of new things in here though, I'll be honest. And each year I tell you the best product in each category. What makes the Very Best Awards unique is that I choose one product per category. So there'll be one foundation, one skin tint, one concealer, one bronzer, etc. to tell you what exactly I think was the best of the year. This is probably my favorite one to do, obviously, because makeup is like such an important thing in my life. It's something that makes me feel happy. It calms me down. It's like my meditation. So I did this look using every single product that we're going to be talking about, so you can see it as we go on the face. And if I'm not wearing it, I will have a link or I'll pop in a video of me trying it, because obviously I can't wear a foundation and a skin tint, etc. But these are all things that you have probably heard me talk about before if you are not new to my channel. But there may be a few things in here that surprise you. We will be talking about everything from how I'm prepping the skin all the way to how I set the skin. So let's dive into it. Also, let me know if you like my hair like this. I decided I want to start wearing my hair down more often. I am trying my best to get my hair down more than I'm wearing it up, because I have this beautiful red color. I pay so much money for this hair color and I feel like I'm always wearing it up. So anyways, let me know in the comments below, and if you like this look, stick around because I'm gonna tell you the best makeup of the entire year. Before we dive in, I do want to preface with like a little bit of my skin type and just kind of talk about why and what kind of categories and why I would choose specific products in each category. So I am 30 years old. I have combination skin. I used to deal with acne and I don't anymore, but because of that, I'm really particular about what kind of ingredients I put on my skin. And also, I am working towards anti-aging. I get Botox, so obviously that will affect the way the makeup looks on my face. I also get a brow lamination, so that plays a part into some of the products, but everything else is just straight up me. I prefer a more glowy look to a super matte look, and I prefer obviously light eye makeup. So if you're more of a full beat person, I don't know if these recommendations are gonna be for you, but if you're more of like the everyday makeup wearer and you want to know and use the best things on the market, I've got you. So we're gonna go in the order that I do my makeup, and this is probably gonna be a little bit different depending on how each person does their makeup routine, but this is just the easiest way for me to make sure I'm hitting every single category. So we are going to start with eyebrows. That is a completely new thing for me, because last year and the year before and the year before that, I think this is the third year in a row I've done this, or maybe fourth, 20, 21, 22, 23, fourth year. I have always chosen the Kosas brow gel because I do love it so much, and I think that their brow products are absolutely amazing. But I've had a complete brow renaissance this year. I decided to stop over plucking. If you've been around, you know that I have had a problem where I pluck the tail off of this eyebrow over and over and over. Because of that, I decided, you know what, I'm not touching my brows this year. I'm gonna laminate them and I wanna see what happens. And this really all stemmed from when I went to a party in LA with Half Magic Beauty, which is Donnie Davies' brand. She is the head makeup artist for Euphoria. I decided to laminate my brows with like Got To Be glue because I wanted to put glitter in my eyebrows and I wanted it to be this big moment. And after I did it, I freaking loved it. And I decided I wanted to do that to my eyebrows every day after that. The products that I literally use every single day to achieve the brow that hello Penny, to achieve the brow that I have now, which is a 180-degree difference from what I used to have brow wise, is this. So first things first, whenever you're using a laminating product, which the one I'm obviously the winner of the year for me is the Rare Beauty Lifting and Laminating Brow Gel. Anytime you're using a brow laminating product and you're going to have them actually on your face, you want to make sure you're going in first when your skin is dry, before you apply primer, before you apply any complexion products, or else it's actually going to like leave those little balls on your skin. It's going to mix with the product and it's not going to look natural. So I always apply this first, then I let it dry, and once it's dry, I go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is the finest little brow tint pen that I've ever seen. I actually very much prefer this over the Glossier Brow Flick, even though they look similar. For some reason, the ink flows a lot easier with this one. It's much cheaper, and the color ash brown is like my my perfect shade. Although my eyebrows are black, I find that going with a lighter brown shade makes it look much more natural when filling in. This makes beautiful hair-like strokes, and it works so well with a lamination gel once it's dried down. It doesn't pick up on any product. This duo, I can't imagine it being any better than this. So these are my winners for eyebrow this year, and I continue to use it and get questions on it. It's like now a part of my look is having these eyebrows, and I just absolutely love it. I am so glad that I decided to go forward with this look this year. Now let's talk a little bit about skin prep. I have my eyebrows on. I want to hydrate my face and get it ready for makeup. So as I mentioned, I have combination skin, and as I've gotten older, it's gotten drier. I tend to leave space between when I do my makeup or when I do my skincare and when I do my makeup. So I want to make sure I'm rehydrating my face, bringing it back to life before I put my makeup on. And I gotta say, this year, the winner for like my prep steps has been from Refi. So these are two products that I use almost every single time that I prep my face. The first thing is the face primer. This is the Glow and Sculpt face primer. This has a hydrating serum in it. It's fragrance free. It's literally just like a hydrating serum that you would use within your skincare routine. But the reason that I like it so much is that it's on a little rolly like a gua sha. I know that some people think that that's nasty and they don't like it because of bacteria, but if you have clean skin and you just did your skincare, it's not really going to create any bacteria or issues, but I just wanted to bring that up. I personally like this because I love the way it feels on my skin. Doesn't irritate it, it hydrates it and gives it almost a little bit of a tacky base to your skin. Again, non-irritating, it's fine for my acne prone skin, and it's so unique, and I love that it kind of wakes your skin up by giving it a little bit of a massage. So this is like a twofer for me. And then the product that came out more recently from them that I used to prep my lips is called the Refi Lip Buff. This is an exfoliant that has a hydrating serum in it, and it has plastic bristles on the top that lightly exfoliate your lips physically. So you're not only getting a little bit of hydration into the lines of your lips, but you're also physically exfoliating your lips and bringing all of the blood to the top of your lips. So this is amazing, and what I put over it almost every single time is the Rhode lip treatment. So I realized in my skincare very best awards, I left out my lip category, which is crazy because it's like my favorite thing. So I'm gonna add it into this video by saying I always prep my lips with the Rhode lip treatment. This is like a product that people either love or hate, and I completely understand. I've had some that have been grainy, I've had others that aren't, but generally this is not the last time you're gonna see it in this video. I love Rhode, I really love their products, and this combo here does me right while I'm getting the rest of my makeup on. And that is how I'm currently prepping my skin and my favorite products to prep your skin of the entire year. Now, as we get into the complexion categories, foundation, skin tint, and concealer, I do want to mention, I literally spilled powder all over everything when I was doing this, that I will be talking about the brushes that I use for each one. But as we're on the topic of it, I wanted to mention that the brush category of the year for me, the winner is BK Beauty. I tried to use as many BK Beauty brushes in this tutorial so that you could see and maybe get like a pack of certain like bundle together, but by far the best brush I used all year was the BK Beauty 101 brush. No matter what I use this with, skin tint, foundation, concealer, whatever it is, it goes on like actual magic. It is the best concealer, foundation, skin tint brush I've ever tried. They also have it in a travel size, and I take it with me every time I travel. BK Beauty is such an amazing brush brand. They feel so soft on your face, and I just am absolutely addicted to them, so I wanted to mention that because it is what I used to apply the foundation that I chose as my choice for the year. And you guys might be shocked by this because this has only been in my collection for like a month to 2 months, but it is by far the best one I've tried, and I really went back and forth about should I use this? Should I put this in the end of year video because I've only had it for a couple months, but since I've had it, I have used it more than I've used any other foundation for the entire year. And that is the new Rose Inc Soft Light Skin Smoothing Liquid Foundation. This is beautiful. I had very low expectations for this product because I do not like the Rose Inc skin tint that is like the it's like a pigment that is sitting in the liquid, like the Chanel one. I don't like it. I find it to be drying on the skin. I like their blushes okay, but like there's nothing that's really stood out to me from this line that I felt like was a favorite until this foundation. This foundation is incredibly thick, but it gives a very natural finish to the face. It blends beautifully, and another reason that I really like it is the shade range. I find that even though I am warm toned, like generally I have very warm toned skin, that foundations, when I buy a warm tone foundation, foundation, they pull incredibly warm on me. So I tend to go for neutral, sometimes cool tones when I'm searching for my foundations because I have an olive undertone and I find that the warm, like pulling a little orange, it doesn't look natural on me. So this is actually, the shade is 12C medium cool, and it matches me better than any foundation I have ever tried. It blends seamlessly into my skin. It leaves a good amount of coverage. I would call this medium coverage, a solid medium coverage. It's not too light, it's not too heavy, and also it doesn't leave an incredibly dewy finish on the skin, which with my foundation, I don't want things to be so dewy because if I'm wearing a foundation, I want it to last for a long time, much longer than a skin tint. So I'd rather go for something that's a natural satin, even pulling a little bit matte so that it can wear throughout the day. And this has that look to it. I wore this as a bridesmaid. I wore this as a wedding guest. I've worn this, I mean, I have it on right now and I don't think it looks heavy at all. This is absolutely beautiful if you're looking for a nice cream foundation that's a little bit thicker, that's gonna give you hydration, but also just looks natural on the skin. This is it. I absolutely love it. And again, of course, I used my VK Beauty 101 brush to apply it. I honestly have not stopped wearing this and I've been wanting to wear it over skin tints, which is saying something. Which, speaking of skin tints, it was really hard for me to decide what I wanted to do this year as my skin tint choice because, as you know, I have a tie between like 2 or 3 of them. This year was the year of like the coverage product, especially concealer, which we'll get into. So with so many good new products coming out in the complexion area, it was hard for me to choose a favorite, but I think we all know that I had to choose the Hourglass Hydrating Veil Skin Tint. This is beautiful. I always recommend this to people as a dry skin tint, whereas you may be wondering why I didn't choose Summer Fridays, where I usually choose Summer Fridays for oily skin. So this year, obviously, my obsession with the Summer Friday skin tint continued, but with this coming out, I could not stop wearing this. I wear shade 8, and this is a thick, similar consistency to the Rose Ink. I kind of feel like I like thick products, question mark, but I also love thin products. Like I was thinking about the Pat McGrath foundation as one of the best foundations, the Summer Friday Skin Tint. I really love those as well. So I don't discriminate when it comes to texture, but with this one being thicker, it is perfect for the winter time. But this came out in the summer and I have been wearing it almost every day since then. I'm almost out of this, which is really hard for me to do considering how many products I go through. It's thicker, it has a nice light to medium coverage, it's incredibly glowy, it looks so natural on the skin. It blends beautifully with your fingers or a brush. I just couldn't recommend this more, and if you haven't tried it, I would say of all the things in this video that this was the best thing that I tried in 2023. Truly and honestly, I love this so much. Okay, so getting into concealers, I did mention this year, and we've talked about this, there were so many concealer launches this year. Like, I don't know if everybody talked to each other and decided that they wanted to create concealers this year or what, but we had House Labs, Live Tinted, we had Tower 28, we had Makeup by Mario. Like, there were so many. And this one is one that I tried in the past year that was honestly, I picked it up on a whim because I was at Sephora, and when I go to Sephora, I always put in my question box on my Instagram, which is @TheRudiBerry. I put in like, let me know if you want a swatch of something. And someone said, I need a swatch of the Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer from Givenchy. And I was like, I've never even heard of this. I went and swatched it and I was like, you're coming home with me. This concealer is everything to me. So first of all, I'm not a person who typically goes out of my way to buy luxury makeup. So obviously like things like Rose Ink, Hourglass, etc. Those are what I would consider to be high end. But Givenchy is a luxury fashion house that then created makeup, which makes it incredibly expensive and a lot of the times not even worth it. In this case, this product is absolutely worth your money. You're getting a lot of product in here. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. And this gives you a solid light to medium coverage that's completely buildable, lighter with a sponge, a little bit nicer and heavier with a brush, which is what I tend to use. Actually covers your dark under eyes without leaving like a circle under your eyes. Blends beautifully, has a nice, a little bit thicker than serum consistency. Shade range is off the charts for me personally. Looks amazing. I wear shade W245. And this also doubles as like a foundation or a skin tint. If you wanted to put this all over your face, it would look absolutely stunning. Something is so special about this concealer, and it's one of those products that I decided I knew was going to be the winner when I looked in my drawer and I thought, what do you always go for when you don't know what to wear? And it was this. If there were days where I was feeling drier, I might go for the Live Tinted, which I really love, or the House Labs, or if I was feeling oilier, I may go for the Tower 28. But overall, almost every time, if I was feeling like I can't think about this today, I just need to put my makeup on, it was this one. And that tells me that this is the winner because I wear it more than any other concealer. It's absolutely stunning and it gets high praise from a lot of people people online, and I'm telling you, it's for a good reason. So because I wear mostly cream products, that's a lot of the focus on the categories in this video. And I do my makeup in a very particular way when it comes to wearing creams and adding powders on top, because we have a little bit of both going on. So after I do all of those, I go in with my cream bronzer. And don't worry, we'll hit powders and things like that towards the end of the video. I believe this is a 2-time winner. Let me double check. Yes. This is a 2-time winner. I think this might be the only 2-time winner that I have in here, if I had to guess. I'm almost positive. The BK Beauty brushes were in last year's, and the BK Beauty brushes and the Makeup by Mario Skin Perfecting Enhancer were the only ones that were in this video. So these are 2-time winners. First 2-time winner of this video, we have the Makeup by Mario, again, Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This product changed my life. This formula changed my makeup game. This was one of the first products that came out that was in that balm category, and now it is all I want to wear for bronzers. So I actually hit pan on this, as you can see. I wear the shade Light Medium, and I use the BK Beauty 106 brush to apply it. I did in this video as well. This product is in between a full cream and like a Vaseline style balm. That's not really a good representation, but what it is a really lightweight, not too glowy, not too matte, easy to blend style product that just sinks into the skin and makes you look incredibly naturally bronzed. Another reason why I love this product so much is that the colors work really well for me. So as I mentioned, I tend to go for colors that are cooler toned when it comes to complexion and things like that, because when I use warm tones, it just looks too orange. So this is a cooler toned bronzer, and it just works so well on me. I was really tempted to pick the Semi Haze Bronzing Balm as my choice for the year because it gives me a similar vibe, but I got that because of this one. So I felt like I needed to once again put this one in your limelight. After this, the Merit Bronzing Balm came out, as well as again the Semi Haze Bronzing Balm, and I don't think that people fully understand them yet, but I think once they do, it will be everywhere, because this blush also came out this year, which I love, love, love. It's not in this video because I do have a few that I feel that I used more, but this formula is everything to me. If he came out with a skin tint in this formula, if he came out with a highlighter in this formula, I would buy it because I think it is so unique. I absolutely love it. If you haven't tried this product yet, you need to. So our highlighter category I'm choosing to go into next, because when I use a cream or liquid highlighter, I like to put it down first before I go in with my blush so that they blend together seamlessly rather than applying my highlighter on top, because I find that sometimes it can leave a bit of a stripey mess, especially when it is something as sort of creamy as this product. This is brand new. It is from a celebrity makeup artist brand, and you probably already guessed, this is the KJH brand Hyper Shine Light Kit, and I am so excited to talk about this. So I felt like this year was, again, so focused on complexion that there wasn't that many exciting launches when it came to bronzers, blushes, highlighters. Like, things weren't as exciting as maybe the past couple years when cream products were really coming onto the market. So I did not know what I was gonna pick for my winner until this product came out, and then I was like, oh, it's a no-brainer. So this product comes with 3 things. It's a kit that you purchase, and it is just absolutely genius. So Katie Jane Hughes is a professional makeup artist of the stars. She does people like the Jenners, Hailey Bieber. She's incredibly talented, and she's a lovely person, and I feel very lucky to be able to talk to her and to know her in some capacity. So basically what this is it comes with this pot first. You could use this highlighter alone to get a really intense, more pigmented look, or you can take the Hyper Shine Serum, which is a clear serum, and you squeeze a little bit into the pot and you use a brush to apply it to get that super glossy skin look. It also comes with a brush. This is the #1 brush, and I use them all together, and it gives you the exact type of highlight look that I want is what this gives you. Again, going with like more cool tones for my complexion, this is a light pink shade. It also comes in a light gold, a copper shade, and a bronze shade depending on your skin tone. I want to get more of them. As of now, you can only buy them in the kits, but once you can buy the shades separately, I will be getting all of them. These are absolutely stunning. There is a bit of a learning curve to it, but once once you figure it out, you'll want to wear it all the time because of the glow it gives your skin. Celebrities use this. She uses this on her clients, and I just think that it is a brand to watch, and it is something that makes me excited for makeup and makes me excited to wear it. So that is what I have on today. Absolutely love it and highly recommend it. So for blushes, I am gonna say that I am including 2 in this video because the one that I'm picking as my overall pick has so much to do with the shade itself and less with the product that I didn't feel like it was fair. So the one that I'm talking about is very controversial, and it is the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush, specifically in the shade Dolce Vita. I love this blush so much. It is by far my favorite blush of the entire year. I wore it almost every day in the summer and fall. This blush formula does not have the best reputation because it's incredibly transparent and a little bit thin. And I tried the mini trio that came out for the holidays, and I saw what everyone was talking about with some of the lighter shades. It's really not pigmented. They kind of just blend into nothing. But for some reason, the shade Dolce Vita does not do that. You could apply a large amount and it will still blend itself seamlessly into your skin, which is another reason why I like it. On top of that, it has more of a gel formula than a liquid, and it has less of an oily feel than like the Say Dew blushes, which I like, but again, they leave me feeling oily. This leaves me feeling super hydrated and gives me a glossy, glassy finish to the skin without feeling sticky, which is why I like it so much. I do think if they bumped up the pigment a little bit, the entire line would be just like generally better, but I wanted to call out that the shade Dolce Vita is like my perfect shade. I love using it. It feels so easy to use, and it's beginner friendly. I had to call it out because it truly is my favorite of the year, and I used the BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy collaboration in the A507 brush to apply that from BK Beauty. I have been in a habit of applying my powder blushes over my cream blushes, only because I noticed, you know, as I've gotten older that my cream blushes, they just kind of blend away into nothing, and I don't really want to reapply as much as I did maybe back in the day. So for me, this product was an absolute go-to for so many reasons, especially while I was traveling, and that is the Patrick Ta blush duos. These are the double take cream and powder blushes. This is specifically in the shade She Is Blushing, but I have like 4 or 5 of these, and they're all stunning in their own right. I used the powder blush on top of the NARS today, and I used the BK Beauty 108 brush to apply it. This color is just so beautiful. It's a light pink, but it's not too light, and it just looks so nice on multiple skin tones. The reason that I love these, outside of course, the fact that you are getting gorgeous shades, is I think this is such a genius formulation of having a pressed cream with a little plastic flap and then the powder. For travel, you really cannot beat this product to be able to have both. Again, I've worn this so often. I've worn this to weddings. I've worn this out to dinner. You can really play with this in so many ways, and I find that his bronzers and his blushes are really special, but I just love the powders. I think the shades are stunning. They don't kick up too much, and they just look so skin-like. I think he has a great eye for choosing colors, and She's Blushing is one of my favorites, as well as She's So LA. So we all know that this year was the year of the resurgence of the pink setting powder, and I am not immune to trying a couple pink powders this year. I didn't go so far as to get like the one size super hot pink powder. I'm more of a like light pink, sort of like salmon shade when it comes to brightening the under eyes. And let me tell you, there's just nothing like the Laura Mercier powders. So for my setting powder of the year, last year I chose the Kosas Cloud Set, and I do absolutely love that powder. It's a set baked finishing powder. This is an actual setting powder. I like to use a loose powder with a damp beauty blender, and this shade in particular is the best pink shade that I have found for my personal skin tone. So this is called the Tone Up powder, and it is in the rose shade. Laura Mercier just knows what the heck she's doing when it comes to powders. I remember the first time that I tried a Laura Mercier product. I remember the first time that I tried a Laura Mercier powder, and I literally looked in the mirror and was like, where'd my pores go? I think it was like in the middle of college or something, but I have not looked back. Even though I've tried other powders in between, Miss Mercier has always been at the top of my list. She knows what she's doing, and the tone up powder is perfect for me. It truly makes me look poreless, and I just apply it on the chin, under the eyes, and in the middle of my forehead for a perfected look. And if you use a damp sponge, it keeps it from kind of going places where you didn't want it to go. So highly recommend this powder. It is a little bit big because it's a giant ass loose setting powder, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I feel that I would be remiss not to talk about products that I created this year, because the last couple of years I have included a freckle category in every video. Salty face one last year, the year before that it was ColourPop, or that I don't remember, I think it may have been Freck. But obviously for me this year, which also should show you how dedicated I have been to fake freckles my entire makeup career, is the Freckle Pen that I created with Buble. This has absolutely changed my life. Not only do I love this product so much, but I love what it's done for my community and for other people. This is a water-based stain. It is the perfect color for multiple skin tones. It's easy to use. It is literally the most natural looking freckle pen on the market. I don't want to hype it up too much because obviously it's mine, but this has been so special to me, and I just want to say thank you for supporting me if you've tried it. If you haven't tried it, it should be available December 5th for its December drop, and it's just really special to me. I also have another product coming from Buble that I will talk about towards the end of this video, but yeah, this freckle pen changed my life. It is by far the best one on the market in my opinion after trying so many, and I can't wait to see more people use it this year, and I've just been blown away by the response. So thank you, and I just felt like I had to give a little shout out. Okay, so now we are getting into eyes. And if you know me, you know I'm very simple when it comes to my eye looks. I don't wear a ton of eyeshadow, honestly, like rarely do I wear eyeshadow. And so I'm looking in my drawers and I'm like, what am I gonna pick? And it was so obvious to me what I wanted to be the winner for the year. And it's a product that every time I wear it, I get a question on it. And it is the new Merit Solo Shadows, specifically in the shade Studio, which is the shade I have on right now. These are stunning. So these are their newest launch from the brand. And basically these are pressed cream to powder formulas that really do pack a punch. So I have it in a couple different shades, but by far my favorite shade is Studio, which is a cool toned brown that leaves just like this gorgeous sort of shadow in your crease. I use this all over my eyes with your finger or an eyeshadow brush. It blends incredibly easy, and once it's set, it is set. So I would recommend doing one eye at a time. It's the easiest way to give yourself an eyeshadow look without having to do any work. And I'm telling you, this is what I get asked about the most. They have tons of colors. In their holiday kit, they just released a more shimmer shade, and this is the shade Glaze. And they said, you know, we're taking note. We know you guys really liked it. Put a little on. So they will probably release this shade if I had to guess. But this is a gorgeous inner corner shade. I hope that they continue to add more colors to this formulation. It's absolutely beautiful. The hype is real. And I know that it's been sold out, but I'm almost positive that the shade Studio was just brought back on the Merit website. So highly recommend you try that out. If you want an easy one and done eye look, that's what I've done all year, and that one is by far the one I have used the most. I also wanted to quickly talk about something that I use literally every single day that sadly does not exist, and why this weird thing happened. So I got a PR package from Ilia like in the middle of maybe fall or summer, and it was these Eye Stylist shadow sticks. And when I opened the package, all of them were broken. Literally every single one was broken. Some of them were completely ripped in half, and these are just roll-up shadow sticks. So I emailed them and told them just wanted to let you know all of these broke in transit. They sent me another box of them, and half of them were broken as well. So the ones that weren't broken I kept, and I started using specifically the shade Opulent, which is this beautiful like gold highlight shade. And I've been using this as my inner corner highlight since I got it, and it is by far the best inner corner that I have ever used since my Tarte exposed highlighter, which is also discontinued. Anyways, started using it, couldn't stop using it, get an email from Ilia like a week later saying that they have pushed the launch to 2024 because they were breaking in transit and they needed to fix the formula. So you can't buy this, which really sucks, but I think that you will be able to in the new year, and I'm really hopeful that this shade will be the same because I will recommend this to everyone and their mother if it comes out. But yeah, I wanted to mention that because it is something I get asked about a lot, and I'm like, yeah, I know. It sucks that you can't get it, but I really think you will soon. So finishing off the eyes for mascara this year, that's what I wanted to talk about. Again, I mentioned to you guys that I created and am creating a brown tubing mascara with Buble, the same company that I made my Freckle Pen with. And it's all I've used. It's literally all I've used since I got the first sample, which was like halfway through the year. So I will say my choice before I was able to use my sample is the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water tubing mascara. I'm a tubing mascara girl. It's my thing. I'm obsessed. I will not use a non-tubing mascara. Really, I won't. And this one will not smudge, will not budge. It gives you beautiful volume, beautiful length. It has a natural bristle wand, which is my vibe. And I just love Cali Ray. I love Wendy, the founder. She's also the founder of Urban Decay. She knows what she's doing. If you want a mascara that will not budge, literally, for anything. People go surfing with this on and it doesn't come off. This is the one. But if you want to stick around just a little bit longer, like around Valentine's Day, you can grab my tubing mascara, which I don't want to tell you the name yet, but it's coming soon. It is the most gorgeous chocolatey brown tubing mascara with a natural bristle cone-shaped wand. It gives you fluffy, fluttery lashes that are actually brown, and they complement so many eye colors. This formula has been tested by like 15 people in my community, and I'm telling you, you are going to absolutely love it. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. So just wanted to put that out there because it is coming really soon and I'm so excited. So this year for me in terms of lips was really different because it was the year of the stain, the lip stain. And it really has changed the way that I approach my lips. So last year for lip liner, it was the Makeup Forever lip liners, and I still use those all the time. But more than anything, I was staining my lips to get a perfectly stained lip line. So I started by using the Saatchi Beauty lip liner stains. This is not the winner of the year. Those are peel off lip liner stains, which work very well. But then the Stila calligraphy lip stains came out and I started using them instead because they give you the same effect without having to peel anything off. So these have the same component as the Half Magic eyeliner, and essentially this is a lip stain in like a liner form. I don't necessarily love the shades that they've released in the first batch, but then they released a bunch of nudes and I bought a ton of them. My favorite shades being Hetty and Malala. These are stunning. They work so well. They give you a beautiful stain, and more than anything this year, I have worn a lip liner stain and a gloss. Like truly more than any other lip product, that has been my duo. So I felt like I had to call these out. If you're interested in trying a lip liner stain and you don't want to deal with the muss and fuss of having to peel something off, I say try this out. But also, maybe you might already have something in your rotation that you could also use, and has been a huge resurgence for me this year. And I can't imagine my makeup routine without this product now, which is the Benefit Benetint. This to me trumps every type of lip stain that there is because it is the perfect color for everyone. Literally the perfect color for everyone. It is buildable. The shade is a little bit red, a little bit berry. It's still sheer. It gives you that like just in a popsicle look. It lasts all day. It works with liners, lipsticks, lip glosses. This is the most versatile product that I own for not only the formula but the shade itself. I love using this as a blush. I love using this on my lips, and I used it on my lips more than any other product this entire year. So I felt that I had to call it out because although there were other lip stains that I was interested in sharing, like the Rare Beauty lip oils, which are like a Korean lip stain, which I absolutely loved, I used this more than that, and I used it constantly. So I felt that I had to call out these different stain style products because they have been the base of almost every lip product and lip look that I've done this year. And to top off my stains, I have used a particular brand's new colored lip treatments more than anyone's. And that is, you guessed it, the Rhode lip tints. So this year, Rhode came out with their lip treatments in 4 tinted shades. Actually, they just released a 5th one that's limited edition, and I love them so much. The colors are so beautiful. They're so thoughtful. The reason that I love Rhode outside of, you know, the packaging and the way everything looks and feels is the shine. It gives you the most beautiful shine, feels really hydrating on the lips, and the shine and the feel lasts for hours. So I applied this like 40 minutes ago. I've been talking this whole time and it's still glossy. My favorite shade is Toast, which is a light nude brown. And this with the Benetint underneath it is my perfect Your Lips But Better. It's what I have on right now. It is my perfect lip combo. When I don't know what else to wear, I pull out those two together. They also come in a dark brown espresso shade, a light pink, and a more berry shade. They're absolutely stunning, and I just found myself using them over and over and over this year. Although there were so many lip treatments, I loved the Naturium, the Persona Cosmetics, the Nude Sticks. That one was by far the one I used the most. And it's funny because I feel like last year I wore lip oils constantly, and I still love lip oils. But this year for me was the year of the thick lip treatment, and by far the one I wore the most was Rhode. Okay, finishing us out with a setting spray. I am not really like a huge setting spray person, and when I was looking in my drawer and thinking of like what I was using the most, this one definitely came to mind because of the mist itself. This is the Surf Proof setting spray from Cali Ray. Again, this stuff is amazing, not only because it helps set your skin, but the mist is so incredibly fine. I'm not worried about having like giant droplets on my face. It makes my makeup last all day, but it's not quite as intense as maybe like the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray, which kind of gives you a lot of liquid on the face, which would be more for like I'm going out to an event. This to me is more of like a set and refresh spray. It helps my face look a little bit less powdery, but it's not giving me too dewy or too matte of a finish. It works really well. It also comes in a mini if you want to try that. But I feel like setting sprays haven't really been like a huge thing for me this year, but if I had to pick one that I've used the most, it is definitely the Cali Ray. That was a lot. I feel really confident in this year's picks. I love the way that this makeup turned out. Let me know in the comments what some of your picks were for the best of the year. If you agree or disagree with some of my picks, or if you think there's something that I should try because it sounds similar to what I'm talking about. I'm so excited for the next year to see what makeup innovations continue to come out and what we can make together. I am so excited. I think our next video is going to be best hair care for the Very Best Awards, so stick around for that for next Saturday, and I will see you then. Bye.